Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to It's Oil About You, our second week here in May. I am super excited about this topic today. We are talking about metabolism boosting and weight loss. And this is a hot topic. This is, as you guys know, before I even learned about essential oils, everything, this has been my specialty. I've been in the fitness industry now since I was 17 when I first started taking clients. So it's been 12 years that I've been in the fitness industry. This is what I absolutely love, what I love talking about. And just a disclaimer, if you're looking for me to come on and say, this is the product of your dreams, you don't have to do anything different, and you just take this and your life's gonna be great, your metabolism's gonna be boosted, and you're gonna drop all of this weight with this one magic whatever, you're not on the right webinar. So today I'm really going to give you a holistic approach, how to use essential oils and essential oil supplements in order to boost your metabolism and boost weight loss. But yes, there is going to be some talk of nutrition, and there's going to be some talk of sleep and hydration and all of these components that really play a huge role in boosting your metabolism and losing that weight, losing those extra pounds or kilos, depending on where you are in this world. So I have a lot of products to go over with you guys today. All of them that we're talking about, I use consistently on a regular basis. So sometimes we're talking about certain topics where we were doing the medicine cabinet makeover, or where Jana did the DIY, where I was kind of learning too. And I was like, I want to try this and I want to try that. That's awesome too. That's why I love doing this webinar. But we're going to talk about all products that I use on a regular basis consistently, that I have used ever since I started using essential oils nearly 2 years ago, almost a year and 3/4 ago. So I absolutely love all of these products. And so we're going to talk about first the doTERRA Cleanse and Restore Kit. So this Cleanse and Restore Kit is absolutely amazing. And when people often, we talk about cleanses, we hear things like juice cleanses, or you have to go on a cleanse or detox or whatever. And oftentimes a lot of people say, well, hey, London, doesn't our body cleanse and detox on its own? Totally. We have amazing detoxification organs like our liver, our gallbladder, our lymph, and those are all very powerful detoxification organs. But the problem is we are flooded with so many toxins, as we've learned, in our homes, outside, from a lot of products that we use, toxic thoughts, things in our water, a lot of different things that basically create a traffic jam in our detoxification organ. So think of it like, so I know Scott, he's in Orange County, California. Maybe you guys know, you leave the office at 5 o'clock, there's a traffic jam, everybody's trying to get through the same light, and your detoxification organs are the exact same. They are made to detoxify, but not at the caliber that we are experiencing toxins in our life today. And so that's why the Cleanse and Restore Kit is absolutely amazing. Now, this is not a cleanse where you need to go hang out by the toilet all day long. It's a 30-day cleanse that's really going to just basically support and help your detoxification organs do their job better. So this is not an abrasive cleanse. You see some of those detox teas and different things where basically you drink the tea and you need to make sure that all things are canceled because you might need to go to the bathroom a bunch of times. This is not like that at all. This is just a way to aid and support our detoxification organs so that they can function properly, that they can actually do their jobs. So this Cleanse and Restore Kit has a lot of really awesome products I'm going to talk about. But first, I just want to tell you, how often do you do the cleanse? So I do the cleanse 4 times per year. I do it every season. I'm just finishing right now. I have 5 days left in this 30-day cleanse. It's super awesome. I feel amazing. I'm still working out while I'm doing the cleanse. I'm not fatigued. I'm not exhausted. I'm not, like I said, hanging out by the toilet the whole time. If you are new to healthy lifestyle, let's say you're here and you're just like, London, I don't know what to do, I don't really know where to start, whatever, you might experience some withdrawal symptoms and, let's say, sugar detox symptoms, tired, headaches, and things like that, because our body is so backed up with all of these toxins. And if you're not used to already living a healthy lifestyle, eating clean, working out on a regular basis, getting good quality sleep, you might notice some detoxification symptoms. But that's not anything to be afraid of. That's something to get excited about, because you know that your body is getting rid of a lot of the shit that's been preventing you from losing weight, boosting your metabolism, and getting that healthy body, whether it's a look or a feel, hopefully it's both, that you're definitely desiring. So the first thing I want to talk about, we've talked about these 3 products before when we talked about the medicine cabinet makeover, when Scott and I talked about our favorite products, our morning and evening routines. And so this is the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And the Lifelong Vitality Pack has 3 products. So it has the Microplex Food Nutrient Complex. So this is like your basic multivitamin. It's going to have everything that you need on a daily basis. You might say, well, London, can't we get this from food? Well, we used to be able to, but now our soil is depleted of nutrients. Our foods are depleted of nutrients. And it's just really not possible for us to get what we need to get from our food anymore, unfortunately. So this is a really awesome multivitamin. I really, really love this one. This is part of the Lifelong Vitality Pack that comes in the Cleanse Kit. The other one is the Alpha CRS Cellular Vitality Complex. And this one is your antioxidants. So this is the one that's going to help get rid of the free radicals. This is all of the stuff that you find in like blueberries or blackberries, all those super powerful antioxidants. And this is what you have here. And last but not least, we have our E-omega, the essential fatty acids. These are super important. These are nutrients that our body does not produce on its own, so you have to consume them from outside sources. And this has all of your omegas 3, 6, and 9. And it's important to know that these are all essential oil-based supplements. So the absorption rate on these is sky high. Now, you might have taken a vitamin before. You take the vitamin and you go to the bathroom, you go pee, and it's completely yellow. That's because your body is not absorbing the nutrients, and it's actually coming out in your urine. So that's a really great way to know if what products that you're taking are good quality or not, and if your body is absorbing them or not. So this is part of the Cleanse and Restore Kit. So we will put all the products in the chat box. I don't know, Scott, you can let me know if you can see them now. If you can't, I will put them all a little bit later. So I put some of the stuff already in the chat box ahead of time, and it looks like maybe you can't see it, but I'm not sure 100%. So just know that these will all go in the chat box as far as the links to everything. And then for those of you that aren't watching live, that are going to watch it on YouTube later, all the links will be in the description below. All right. So next up, we have the Terrazyme, and this is in the Cleanse as well. And this is the digestive enzymes that's going to help your body break down food better. So this is the problem. We eat our food, we're eating super fast, we don't even chew our foods. Our body is, deficient in some of that stomach acid, some of those enzymes that are going to help us break down our foods. This Terrazyme is super, super awesome. This helps with the food breakdown. I take this one every day as well. I take the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and I take this one every day as well. There's just a few products that I generally take only with the Cleanse. Terrazyme, that's here. It's your digestive enzyme. This all comes in a kit together, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in a second. The next 2 products are the Zendocrine Complex and the Zendocrine Soft Gels. So the difference is that this comes from whole foods, and this one comes from essential oils. So they're both going to support the detoxification systems. They're going to help your body. It also helps a lot with hormone balance. The Zendocrine does a lot, and this is going to help your detoxification organs a lot of support coming from these 2 products here. And I want to read something specifically from Dr. Hill that I found. What's the difference between the Zendocrine and the Zendocrine supplement, the oil and the complex? So he says here, and this is just a quick paragraph, from Dr. Hill, the body's natural detoxification organs are an essential element of health, specifically the liver, colon, kidneys, and the skin. Both the Zendocrine detoxification complex and the essential oil blend should be used in conjunction to provide a balanced, comprehensive system of organ support. The Zendocrine supplement includes a blend of whole food nutrition, that's what I said, specifically targeted for each of the major cleansing organs. The Zendocrine essential oil blend contains tangerine, juniper berry, cilantro, geranium, and rosemary essential oils. Together, these oils help to reduce oxidative stress, support proper cleansing, and stimulate detoxification activity. So those are just a few words from Dr. Hill. Whenever I don't know exactly what the difference are, I just go to the doTERRA blog spot, read about what he has to say, and that's the difference between those 2 products as well. The next one is the GX Assist. So this one is going to be your cleansing part of the cleanse. So the cleanse is 30 days. You're going to start off with some of these supplements that I already talked about in the beginning. for the first 10 days. Then the second 10 days, you're going to use the GX Assist, which is going to really support more of that cleansing, more of getting a lot of those bad bacteria out of the gut. And then the second or the third 10 days is going to be supporting that good bacteria and supporting the cellular vitality. So that's going to be the PB Assist, which I don't have here right now. I just ran out of the PB Assist. I placed another LRP order today to order it, but the PB Assist is going to be your probiotics. So the GX Assist is going to go in, it's going to cleanse everything that's bad, try to get all of the bad bacteria out of the gut there, and then the probiotics are going to come in and replenish a lot of the good bacteria. So in your gut, you want to have an 80-20. So like 80% good bacteria, 20% bad bacteria. And I love this because Diane, she is my coach, also my partner. She talks a lot about how the 20%, and I love this analogy, is the gym. It's the gym for the good bugs. So the good bugs need a gym to go to work out and to practice fighting off a lot of those bad bugs. So having 20% bad bugs and 80% good bugs is going to help kind of balance out that ratio there. So with that being said, the last product here is the DDR Prime. And this is the essential oil cellular complex, but this is basically stands for damaged DNA repair. And this is going to help your body repair at a complete cellular level. This is very common that people use this one. And I'm going to unmute Scott in a second so he can touch on this a little bit. But after chemo, so after where our body, you know, has to go through a cancer treatment and all of the cells and things are completely destroyed because chemo goes in and it just kills everything. So it gets rid of the good stuff and the bad stuff. And this is a really awesome one as well. So that's the Cleanse and Restore Kit. But don't worry, because when you get the Cleanse and Restore Kit, it comes with an awesome PDF you can download online. It tells you everything to take and how much going all the way through. And the good thing about the Cleanse and Restore Kit is that it's an enrollment kit. So if you want to sign up for doTERRA and you don't want to pay the beginning fee, the welcome fee, which is super cheap, it's 20 euros or $35 one-time fee, then you get everything 25% off forever. But the Cleanse and Restore Kit is an enrollment kit. So that means if you order the Cleanse and Restore Kit, you bypass that fee and you automatically are registered there for doTERRA to get everything 25% off like we all do. So I'm going to quickly unmute Scott here and see if I missed anything. Hey.
I don't think you ever miss anything. You always have this really great general and unique point of view when you get to things, and you explain it in such a great way. But I'll throw a few things in here real quick. Is first off, if you do experience the detox symptoms, right, when you start to feel a little run down and you don't feel normal and you kind of feel, I kind of call it the blahs, drink more water. You don't realize how important water is to helping the body get rid of toxins. It's how it flushes everything. So I really focus. I'm a kind of guy that I try to do it for myself. It's 12 glasses of water a day when I'm detoxing, especially during those first weeks when you're just working on getting stuff out. So one thing I love about the detox system, it is 30 days. Everything is natural, so your body actually knows what to do with it. So it doesn't just go in and decimate. Like for me, when I take antibiotics and stuff, I've had to take them a few times, and they really just decimate everything that's living in your gut. And it's really sad. Whereas essential oils, your body actually grabs the essential oils it wants out of these products and uses it like it needs it at that moment. It doesn't really force anything to happen. It just enhances, it supports, and it gives you the body the ability to really get working on the detox part. The DDR that London wanted me to jump in real quick is your body does apoptosis every year, and you probably hear London talk about this all the time. So it replaces every cell in your body, the trillions and trillions of cells we have every year, but it replaces them in the state that they're in. So when your body is damaged, broken down, free radicals, all those things that go through our body, your body replicates that cell in its damaged state, and that's why your body is then susceptible to the cancers and the diseases and the things we have, because your cell can't defend itself. A healthy cell, the cell wall is like our skin. When we have super healthy, glowing skin and we've got what we want, that's our first layer of protection against disease. It doesn't allow it in, okay? So I've learned that with a staph infection I had. So what you want to do is get those cells as strong as they can be. And that's what the DDR does. Okay. You really won't ever feel anything from it. When I take the supplements, I feel fantastic. When I take DDR by itself, I feel absolutely nothing. So it's a pay it forward. You want to repair the cells before your body starts to replicate them. And I tell people a lot of times, it's just like scars. Why do you have a scar? You lose 7 to 10 layers of skin a day. Why is it still there? Your body's replicating those cells in their damaged state. So things like frankincense, the oils in DDR and all that are amazing at helping the body repair that. And then eventually you'll start to see like scars lighten up. Not talking bullet wounds and things like that, but light little scars and acne scars and things like that. I mean, London can tell you all about the stuff she uses that, but that's what's great. So your body takes in tons of toxins all day long, way more than we've ever were able to. So as your body takes those in, we have gone way above what our body's capable of getting rid of. So that's why cleansing is so important. And that's why I'm so big on get rid of toxins, get rid of the plastics in your life, get rid of the toxic cleansers and all those things, the cleaners around the house that you guys had a great class with Jana the other day or a couple weeks ago. That's phenomenal. Since I've done that, I haven't had an asthma attack, period. So how's that tell you? That's what's amazing about it. So that's my 2 cents. I'll jump out of it.
Thank you. You're the best.
You're very welcome.
I really appreciate it. One thing that I missed that's also in the Cleanse and Restore kit is it comes with a lemon essential oil. So as Scott was saying, when you're feeling some of those detox symptoms, I've done the cleanse now, I think like 6 or 7 times. And the first time I don't use myself as an amazing example because I live a healthy lifestyle. I eat, sleep, and breathe this. So when I was doing the cleanse, I didn't feel so many intense symptoms, but I've given this cleanse to a lot of people who really needed it hardcore. They were super toxic thoughts, toxic body, holding on to a lot of different, holding on to a lot of extra weight. And this cleanse, did kind of, make them feel some of those detoxification symptoms. So upping the water intake, putting some lemon in there as well will definitely help your body to pull a lot of those toxins out. I know Vincent, I think he might be on here now. He told me, I like using the lemon essential oil, but I have to go to the bathroom all the time. And I said, yeah, that's the point. That's helping your body pull the things that needs to get out of it. So you just got to get up more and get more steps in order to do that. One thing I will point out, and just so that you know, is that the 2 products that do not come in the Cleanse and Restore kit in Europe are the DDR Prime and the Zendocrine Complex. So these 2, these 2 do not come in the kits. You have to buy them separately. If you're in the US, you get the whole enchilada together in the kit. So just keep that in mind. It's a little bit cheaper in Europe, the kit anyways, even with the conversion. So you just have to go in and add those 2 products separately. So I learned that, and I pass it on to you guys there. Cool. So the next thing that I want to go over with you guys is one of my favorite oils ever. It's called Slim and Sassy. And this one is basically, I have it here. It is the metabolic blend. And in Europe, they call it Smart and Sassy. In the US, it's Slim and Sassy. It's the same thing. It's the same blend. But this one is absolutely amazing. It's also in our cellulite scrub, which I'm going to show you at the very, very end. This oil is everything from boosting your metabolism, balancing out blood sugar, helping get rid of cellulite in the form of a scrub, helping with the lymphatic system. This oil is awesome. It's also great for reducing cravings. And this is why I specifically like this oil, because it's one of those things where it's kind of like having some gum. And they do make a Smart and Sassy or Slim and Sassy gum as well. I'll talk about that in just a second. But when you open it up, it has a very, very strong peppermint cinnamony smell, and it's excellent at curbing cravings, especially between meals, especially when you're stressed out or feeling like, I just want to grab a snack and, kind of munch on some chips instead. This one is really, really awesome. So what's inside of it? I have all of my notes here so I don't miss anything. But inside is grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon bark. So grapefruit is amazing against cellulite, mental and performance stress, helps with lymphatic congestion, helps with overeating, PMS, slimming and toning. It's an appetite suppressant, and it's used also for eating disorders. So if you have problems with food and things like that, grapefruit is a common oil that's used with eating disorders. Lemon peel is in it. This one's really good against anxiety, colds, constipation, helps with concentration, depression, heartburn, lymphatic cleansing, overeating, energy, relaxation, stress, blood pressure regulation. Peppermint is amazing at alertness. So you guys have seen us do it where we put the peppermint in our hands and do an inhale. So that's great for alertness. It's a powerful antioxidant, helps with constipation, diarrhea, cooling cramps or Charlie horses, headaches, indigestion, IBS, Crohn's, muscle aches, muscle fatigue, nausea. Ginger root is in here too. Helps again against diarrhea, gas, indigestion, aids with nausea. And then cinnamon bark is amazing. So cinnamon is a great blood sugar regulator. It also in itself boosts your metabolism. So it is going to also help with infections. The cinnamon bark you'll also find in the On Guard, which is one I talk about a lot. Pancreas support, bacterial infections, airborne bacteria. So in this powerful oil, you're getting things that are going to help boost your metabolism, aid in digestion or any digestion complications, help boost your immune system as well. Potent antioxidants. It's an amazing cravings get rid of her, or whatever you want to call it. It helps really, really reduce cravings. And this oil, how I use it, I just put a couple drops in my water, a couple drops under my tongue. I even put some drops in the cellulite scrub, which we'll talk about as well. You can even put them in veggie capsules if you want. Pour them in the veggie capsules, put them together and eat it. For those of you that don't like the taste, if you're not into like peppermint stuff or whatever, for some people, very, very little amount of people have said they're not like into it. But for those of you, they also make a Slim and Sassy soft gel. So basically it just comes in soft gel capsules, or like soft gels, not even capsules, soft gels here. And you can just take 2 of these. So I put this Slim and Sassy in my water every day, almost all day. And then usually like after lunch on a kind of an empty stomach, I'll take 2 of these capsules every day. So just to help keep my metabolism firing, keep my cravings at bay. So I train a lot, and sometimes I get super hungry and I know, okay, I've had enough for the day. I'm just kind of bored or stressed or at work and just like would rather be, snacking or something. This is a really good one. In the US, not in Europe, unfortunately, but in the US, they have Slim and Sassy gum. And a friend of mine, Ellie, she loves the Slim and Sassy gum. I gave it to her in a sample one time, and then she loved it so much. When I went to the US, I ordered a bunch and I brought some back for her. So while I wish I could be the Slim and Sassy drug donkey for everybody, unfortunately I can't. But because you are, if you're in the US, you can use it, and then hopefully eventually in Europe, we'll get that product as well. But like I said, if you want to just put a couple drops under your tongue, you won't have the gum, of course, but you could put a few drops in your tongue as well. So this one is absolutely one of my favorites there. And I'll put all the links here in just a moment. And then next, I want to talk about 2 other things that are part of the equation when it comes to metabolism boosting and weight loss. And they're often things that we disassociate with this, or let's say it's something that we often put aside. We kind of say maybe, yeah, okay, I'll get more sleep, then I'll reduce stress, later. But lack of sleep and high stress levels are going to send cortisol through the roof, our stress hormone, and your body's just not going to drop the weight. So if you think that doing more, exercising more, sleeping less, going harder is going to be the answer to your weight loss, you're terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. Straight up. So some of my favorite oils for these are, for sleep, you guys have heard me talk about this a lot. Lavender is an amazing one to help get good quality sleep. I put that on my feet. I put that behind my ears here. Sometimes I make a lavender mustache. I've talked about this before, or on the small of my back. And that's a super relaxing oil. I put it in diffuser as well in my bedroom. And this is an amazing cue for me that it's time to get to sleep. Some other products that help with sleep are Serenity. So this one's amazing. A lot of women really like Serenity. It has some hormone balancing oils in there as well. Serenity comes in an oil. It also comes in capsules. I take the Serenity capsules on those evenings when I've just been working crazy and it's like 8 o'clock at night and I know I want to get into bed by like 9:30. Then I start to wind down. I take my bath. I put some Serenity capsules. I take those, and in 20 or 30 minutes, I'm just completely relaxed and ready to get into bed. So do not discount the importance that sleep plays in this equation here. If you feel like you've been doing everything in terms of, I've been eating healthy, I've been working out, are you getting enough sleep? You can ask yourself that question. It's very, very, very important to make sure that you're getting enough sleep so you can keep those stress levels down. Vincent says that he thinks the gum is now available in Europe. The last time I checked was a couple months ago when Ellie was ordering, so I'm not sure. But if it is available in Europe, I hope so. I'm definitely going to order some. It's so, so, so great. But Vincent says he thinks it is, so hopefully it is. You can just check in your back office there when you sign up. And yeah, so another oil that's really great at relaxation is also called vetiver. So we have lavender, Serenity, and vetiver. Those are really great oils for relaxation and getting to sleep. I even put lavender, a couple drops in my bath almost every night. It feels, just the smell of lavender is everything for me, and it really, really calms me down and helps me get good quality sleep. 7 to 9 hours, you guys. 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night, and you cannot make up for sleep on the weekends. So you can't just sleep 5 hours every night and then make up the rest on Friday or Saturday morning and Sunday when you sleep until 10 or 11 o'clock. Your body doesn't work like a calculator like that. It's not like, okay, 7 hours times 7, 49 hours of sleep, whenever you can get it throughout the week, that's enough. So it's not how our body works. So you really need to make sure that you're getting enough sleep for sure. The other oils I want to talk about are stress reducing oils. So when you are stressed out, like I said, your body produces a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol is useful in some situations, especially like when we're working out. So when cortisol is interacting with the catecholamines and the things that come together when we're working out, it's very powerful. But when cortisol is hanging out on its own, alone, because you're just sitting there stressed out, you know, like, not to say that we don't have reasons to be stressed, but it's time for us to stop stressing ourselves out on purpose. And, you know, waking up with not enough time to get to work, not getting enough sleep in the evening is causing extra stress, toxic thoughts. So take the time to do things like meditation, yoga, and any relaxation techniques, reading, that can help make that time for yourself. You have to schedule that time for yourself. Saying that you don't have time for you is one of the biggest cop-outs on life I've ever heard, ever. So you need to make sure that you take this time for you to reduce those stress levels. I know life can be tough, kids, family, work, whatever, but we only have this one life, and when it's over, like, what are those stressful days doing for us? They're robbing us of great life experiences, and also could be contributing a huge factor to why we have this extra weight. And not to say that, you know, you need to be like thin or fit to be happy. But the truth of the matter is, the healthier you are, the more energy you have, the better you're going to feel on a regular basis, and the more capable you're going to be of tackling life and grabbing the bulls by the horns. Some great oils to help with anxiety or stress, coming down, are Balance, Elevation, Cheer, and Citrus Bliss. Those are super, super amazing oils. I have a friend of mine, she messaged me and said, hey, London, like, I'm really suffering from some feelings of depression. I don't want to go on medication. I'm looking for a psychologist. I want a psychologist to help me deal with things emotionally, but I just want to use oils. I don't want to get on pills and things like that. What can you do? Or what oils do you think will help? So I gave her a sample of Balance and Elevation and Citrus Bliss, and I just said, use them whenever you want. And she told me that she was having problems, especially in the morning, psyching herself up to wake up, get started for the day. I said, just smell them, put some oils on your wrist, you know, smell them, put them in the diffuser, like whatever, you know, kind of works for you, let me know. And I wrote to her like a week later, I'm like, hey, how's everything going? And she's like, oh my gosh, I had a text written to you already, but I forgot to send it. I feel great. Like in the morning, I wake up, I have so much more energy. I'm battling with certain feelings, but this is making my day so much more manageable. I feel great. And so it's a win. It's super cool. Her mission there kind of was accomplished in terms of the fact that she wanted to reduce stress, reduce those feelings of depression without getting on medication. So not to say it's like, the 100% solution. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist, but we were in Prague with Scott for a Teresa Harding's retreat, and there was a girl in my room, and we had like these bunks. It was like summer camp, and we were telling each other like our oil stories. And she told me, she was like, yeah, I was on a mission for church. She was traveling abroad. I think she was from Utah, but was in maybe like China or an Asian country doing a mission. And she said she was battling so much stress, so much depression, didn't know what to do, goes into a shop there, and a lady was selling doTERRA essential oils in the shop, and gave her balance and elevation, cheer, and citrus bliss, I think all 4 of them. And she was totally able to reduce all stress, not get on the medication, fulfill her duty of being on this mission trip for her church. And she was forever changed by these oils. So that's just another example of how amazing and powerful these oils are and how much they really, really work. And it was really powerful to hear her tell that story. But that's very, very, very important to know, is that it's really all of those components. So it's, making sure that your body's detoxification organs are super, super, super supported. Okay. Gone are the days of really being able to just cleanse things on our own. We are bombarded with shit all day long, and our body cannot get rid of it fast enough. It just can't. So that's why the Cleanse and Restore Kit is super, super important. Nutrition, it's a huge one. And that's why, using some of the oils internally, like the Slim and Sassy, those are going to help a lot. And then sleep, which is what I also mentioned. Making sure that your body is getting good quality sleep. One thing that Scott put in here, which is an amazing point, is our body heals itself at night. Our body repairs itself at night. So while we think we might be making progress when we're at work or we're at the gym or we're going, our body's actually really making the progress when it's sleeping, when it takes the time for pause and regeneration. And that's very, very important. And the last thing I want to talk about before we get to the cellulite scrub, which is what everybody is excited about, is working out. So, you got to get moving. Working out is going to stimulate the lymphatic system, which is another powerful detoxification system in our body. And when we work out, we sometimes get sore muscles. So using the things like lavender baths and all of the stuff that I talked about for sleep is great. But another product I want to mention is the Deep Blue Rub. And this one is basically like your icy hot, but better, way better. I actually ordered 2 tubes of this for my coworkers over the last 2 days. So I placed my LRP order, and I ordered it for one of my coworkers, and then he shared it with a friend, and the guy comes to me and he's like, hey, I need more. I need some of the stuff that you just gave to Tom. Can I have some too? So this one's super awesome. It's like you put it on your sore muscles, you put it on your aches and pains. It helps get rid of all of that kind of stuff too. So really talking about a holistic approach here, you guys. I'm not talking about any quick fixes. And you just drop it here and like life is good. So I always say the faster it comes off, the faster it's going to come back on. So it's a lifestyle commitment. It's a commitment to your health. It's a commitment to all of those components that I just talked about in order to really get the sustainable results, making those sustainable lifestyle shifts that are going to make the biggest impact in your life and in your lifestyle. Anything to add, Scott? Did I miss something here?
I'm trying to type, which I can't do very fast, and working is working out, guys. A couple quick things, and I just want to say this: if you are on a medication for depression, do not go off of it. Don't just think because we say essential oils work really good, you can switch on your own. Don't. Okay, work with your doctor and say, hey, I'd like to work with essential oils more. And what you do is you can actually use them while you're using medications. Find the one that really works for you, and then take it to your doctor and say, hey, I really like this. This is working for me. And explain it to them and work with them to then get off your medications. Remember, medications are toxic to the body. They're synthetic. The processed foods we take in are synthetic. That's toxic to us. The cleaners we use, everything around us is toxin. So I'm a big guy in prevent it. Just don't use it. So that doesn't mean I'm telling you to go on medication. So that's the one right there. Slim and Sassy, guys. Slim and Sassy was actually designed for the U.S. for our huge, overwhelming problem with type 2 diabetes. So it is a metabolism booster. So love it in water. Anytime you can get it, use it. It's fantastic for anything like that. You've gone over so much great stuff. I start to write notes down, and then I get into trying to type, and I lose my spots with you because you're so fantastic when you're talking. Shout out to Vincent. Hey, nice to see a guy hanging out. That's pretty cool. I don't know. Was there anything else No, you're on track. You're on track. Lemon in your water, grapefruit, all that kind of good stuff. But stress with cortisol, think about it for a second. Think of all the stuff you guys stress over. Oh, I need to get to the store. I need to do this stuff. Do what you can for the day and give yourself kudos for what you got done. Okay? Especially moms. You're trying to balance so much stuff. Give yourself some credit for the stuff you do get done during the day. Don't beat yourself up for what you didn't get done. Life just throws stuff at us. Just do what you can. And I like to use the term roll with it. I just roll with it. I don't stress out over plane changes and all those things that come up. It's just no big deal to me because my life is not going to be destroyed by that. So roll with it, do what you can. And the biggest one is sleep. The minute you start to sleep better, it's amazing how much your life and your health changes. So there's my quick tips.
Yeah, no, totally agree with the sleep one too. And one thing I didn't mention is that when we're sleep deprived, our body's ghrelin and leptin hormone balance, which controls our hunger and our feeling of feeling full. Those hormones, they get completely turned upside down basically when we're not getting enough sleep. So we can, how many people, raise your hand or type in the comments here, you don't get enough sleep in the whole day. You just feel like everything that you eat isn't satisfying you. You just want greasy foods. You want this, you want that. Luckily, you'll have your Smart and Sassy or your Slim and Sassy to help with those cravings on those days where you didn't get enough sleep. What are you going to do? But as long as you're focusing on it and doing your best, that's super important. But when we're not getting enough sleep, our body's going to crave a lot of stuff. Sugary stuff, processed carbohydrates, refined carbohydrates, all those things that are contributing to, like Scott said, the super, super high rate of type 2 diabetes, especially in the US. So keep that stuff in mind. So as you guys know, and we have quite a lot of people here live, which is super cool, leave in the comments now some of the key takeaways that you've learned, and that's how I'm going to choose someone for the giveaway. So in the chat box there, you can type in, what are maybe an aha moment you've had, maybe something that you have learned, maybe it's something that you're excited about using. You can leave everything down in the chat box below, and then whoever wins, I'll send it with the recap email. So when I send the recap email, I'll let you know who the winner is. And while you guys are typing that stuff in there, I'm going to tell you about our DIY coffee scrub. So this is super easy to make, you guys. You can make it with one hand. You don't even need you don't need anything fancy. I just have this in a little glass container. It smells absolutely fabulous. This is a coffee scrub. This is designed for helping improve the texture of the skin, helps me get rid of a lot of the ingrown hairs and things like that I often get on the backs of my legs. Amazing at cellulite, evening out skin tone and things like that. And it's using the Smart and Sassy, Slim and Sassy oil. You got the peppermint in there too to stimulate circulation. All of these things that are amazing, amazing for the body. Not to mention, sorry, some of this almost jumped out. It's super hydrating because of the coconut oil. So what I do is, and I'm sorry if you are obsessed with measurements, I don't have measurements for you because this is just that easy, okay? So you make your pot of coffee in the morning and you have the leftover coffee grinds, okay? Hopefully you're using organic coffee, good quality coffee beans. There's a lot of shit coffee on the market. So always, always, always try to get pure organic coffee, especially because if you're going to be putting this on your skin. Take the coffee grinds. What? Did you say something, Scott?
No.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said something. I was like, what? Did I miss something?
I'm learning. This is my learning time.
Yeah. You take the coffee grinds out of the coffee maker. You pour them into a container. You take your fractionated coconut oil. Do I have any up here? I'm not sure if I do. I'm not sure. But anyways, doTERRA makes a fractionated coconut oil. You pour it in, you squirt it, and you just mix it around until it gets to the consistency that you want for a body scrub, okay? So the more oil that you put in it, the less abrasive it will be. I like mine pretty abrasive, so I just put a little bit of coconut oil in there. It's still, you know, it's still like holding it together, but you can have it much more liquidy if you want to, okay? It's just totally up to you, okay? And in this container, I put about 8 to 10 drops of Slim and Sassy. I mix it around. I use this in the shower as a body scrub, okay? Just be careful. Peppermint is a hot oil and there's cinnamon in there as well. So you just wanna make sure that like your private areas and everything stay like nice and safe. So you don't wanna get any of those oils really near to there. But if you do, you just pour a little bit more fractionated coconut oil on there. It will go away, but just be mindful of it. I really love to use it on the backs of my legs, on my butt, on the backs of my arms. I get these like kind of these bumps that come up, and this helps really keep them completely away. You still see some of the marks from some of the bumps though, but they've really been lightening up after I've been using my frankincense, melaleuca, and lavender concoction. That has really, really helped a lot with the scarring. But this is it. Like, I don't really know what more to say from this here. So you take your coffee. So for me personally, I don't drink coffee very, very, very rarely. So I just buy the ground coffee grinds, or I steal them from my boyfriend out of his coffee machine if I'm with him, and I put them directly in there. So I don't have a coffee machine at my house. I don't drink coffee. As you can see, I have enough energy. If you gave me caffeine, like, what would I do? I wouldn't be able to speak. I'd be like, rah, rah, rah. So I just personally didn't use the coffee grinds from the coffee maker. I just buy pure organic coffee already ground up, and then I just pour a little bit in there too. You can totally do it. It's just a matter of if you're already drinking the coffee, let's say, and you have the coffee maker at home, then you're just putting it to another good use here. So try it out. Let me know what you think. Be careful after when you're in the shower or in the bath, because with the coconut oil, it will make the porcelain in your bathtub slippery, or whatever is in your bathtub. It will make it a little bit slippery. So you just want to make sure that afterwards you rinse it off and maybe dry it down with a towel or something, just to be sure that you're not slipping or like hurting yourself or anything like that. Feel free to take a picture. So you don't have to share it with anyone, obviously, but like if you are struggling with cellulite, or there's a certain area on your body where you're like, I really need this, take a picture, use it. You can use it every day if you want. I use it as often as I have it. So I use it like every other day, sometimes every day, it just depends. But you can use it once a week, like whatever. 2 to 3 times per week is awesome. Every other day, whatever works for you, but you can't really like overdo it unless of course you're rubbing so hard that your skin is getting irritated. So just be mindful of that. And then take a picture in like 6 weeks and see how it changes. So I don't have a picture with me right now. I know I have one, but when I had a lot of ingrown hairs and bumps and kind of discolorations because of that on the backs of my legs, they're completely gone now. So I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite scrubs for my whole entire body. It's coffee, so it's very coarse. So, you want to make sure, especially for women, like on the breast tissue area, that's soft skin, on the inner thighs and things like that, that's soft skin. But for me, I mainly focus on the butt, backs of my legs, basically all my legs and my butt, and then the backs of my arms and a little bit over the shoulders on the back. But I don't really do so much on the rest of my breast area. Sometimes I'll do a little bit on my stomach, especially if I've been out in the sun, or like, been out in the sun and I just noticed that my skin's a little bit dry, then I'll rub it a little bit there too. Yeah, what were you going to say?
Do you use it on your face at all?
No. I don't use this one on my face. It's too abrasive for me. You
More
can.
sugar on your face? What do you use for your face? You just use like the doTERRA skincare stuff?
Yeah. So for my face, for exfoliants, I don't use so much of an exfoliant, let's say like a scrub. I buy the little wooden brushes. The wooden brush that has like the bristles on it. You can get them on Amazon for like $2. And I use that with the doTERRA facial cleanser, which has like melaleuca and peppermint and a lot of the stuff that's already in here in it. And then I use the brush and I scrub that way. So I don't really use a scrub on my face. You totally can. You just need to be careful. It's super abrasive. So you need to, make sure that you're not like completely, your skin is very, very soft tissue. It's very, very sensitive. So I prefer just using the bristles on the brush and the facial cleanser from doTERRA. That's what I use for my skin. But yeah, so I got some good.
I have a shout out for Jess. I don't know how you say your name. Jess Shelma? Deshelma?
Deshelma, that's what it looks like.
Okay, so how to boost your metabolism. Here's a quick trick. I used to do IT for a lot of years. And so here's one thing I give to especially guys who are trying to just keep their metabolism boosted. Every hour you do five squats, and you lean over a table at like a 45-degree angle and you do 5 push-ups. Now that you can adjust that for you, but when you work the large muscle groups during the day, your body boosts its metabolism because it tries to repair the muscle. So that was a way for guys to do it. Just walk over somewhere and just do 5 quick squats. It all depends on obviously where you're wearing and where you're working, but those are easy ways. And stairs. Walk everywhere. Quit emailing the person 2 sections down or 2 cubicles down unless you have to for a message trail, but go down and talk to people. Not only that, but it actually lowers your stress levels by talking. It's a better way to communicate it and relate with people in that kind of atmosphere. But my big thing was always stairs. Do squats throughout the day. Just do 2 or 3, whatever you want to do. Just every hour, do something to get your body going from sitting for so long. That's the only shout out there. Yeah. Obviously some impressive stuff.
Jeshelma had asked, but she could use, I'm sorry, I'm not sure if it's a he or a she, sorry, just by the name I can't 100% tell, but Jeshelma said, they sit at a desk for 6 hours. I need as much metabolism boosting as possible. So movement is a great one. And that's why when people say, yeah, I don't want to drink the lemon, it makes me have to go pee every 5 seconds. I'm like, not 5 seconds, but maybe like every 20 minutes. I'm like, who cares? Get up, you get more move. Go to the farther bathroom, you'll move more, get up and go, use the restroom. And maybe before you sit down to go to the bathroom, when you're done, then get up and you can do your 5 squats right at the toilet. But movement is a great metabolism booster, energy booster, and all of the above there. Alicia says, I use Slim and Sassy in my water and drink it throughout the day, but didn't think about taking it internally and after lunch or in the afternoon. Also, the amount of water to drink and increase the intake when it comes to flushing out everything. I like the DDR, that's the supplement, will help regenerate and kind of pay it forward effect. Yeah, so you can do, Alicia, you can do a couple drops. Like I just did it. I don't know if you could see me because Scott was maybe big there because he was talking, but straight up, it's like a shot in the mouth. It'll taste amazing. I mean, it's ginger, it's peppermint, it's cinnamon, so it tastes just like gum, and it's super potent. I mean, you guys use oils, these oils are potent. So when you put it in your mouth, it's like, you don't really want to like go eat a cake or like go have a bag of chips. Like that wouldn't mix well with this flavor. You know what I mean? So not only are the oils working to do that for you, but it is what it is. You put this in your mouth. It's like just brushing your teeth times 10. And like, you're not going to want to eat something after that. You know what I mean? So let's see what else we have here. Let's see. It's Julie Eshelman. So it was the first letter of J and Eshelma at the end, but I think the N is missing. So it's Julie. So we have it. It's a girl.
Sorry, Julie.
Got it. Okay, cool. So if any of you guys have any that are joining live, if you have any distinctions to leave here, anything that you learned, awesome. If not, we had a few people right in here, so I'll choose the winner in a hat afterwards, and I'll let you guys know in the replay. One thing I want to go over too, the last but not least, is when you guys fill out the form saying that you are going to come to the webinar and then you put like some questions that you have, it's not always the case that we're going to go through those questions each webinar. It just gives me an idea of what you guys want to learn, so that way I can choose the topics for next month. But there was a question in here, and I want to give the person, let's see. A lot of people were asking, and maybe it wasn't just one person, but a lot of different people were asking, how can I order the essential oils? Where do I get them? So the good thing is that doTERRA, we've talked about this before. So some people had asked, where can I get them? What's the difference between the brands? Scott talked about this last time, or last month in our business call. So really doTERRA their standards are completely top of the line. Like these oils have to go through rigorous tests in order to make it to market. And not only that, but we're doing what's called co-impact sourcing, where we're going to these families in the region where this plant is indigenous, where it was created, where it's meant to grow, to these families who have been farming these plants for hundreds and hundreds of years, in order to get the best quality product really on the planet, hands down. Okay, and one of the things that I always tell people, and I told someone this the other day, is people come to me with products all the time. London, try this, do this, use this, whatever. And I tell people, no, when I'm missing something and I'm looking for a product, that's when I go look for it, and that's when I find the best. So I'm not going around while people are like, hey, try this, use this, da, da, da. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool, I get a percentage, awesome, I'm gonna share it with you guys, whatever. That's not how I work, that's not how I operate at all whatsoever. I say no 100 times a week. So when I notice that there's something missing in my life and that I'm looking for something, then that's when I go out and find the best of the product, and then I share it with everybody. So that's how I work. That's how I operate. So when it comes to sharing doTERRA products with you and these essential oils, it's because I had severe, and I'll talk about it on, it's not the topic or the place to talk about at the moment, but I had severe problems from birth control and hormones imbalance, and I went out looking for natural solutions in order to help me. And that's when I found doTERRA. So that's why this brand is number one, hands down. It's the only essential oils brand. Don't go out to the stores and buy these at like your CVS's, or for here at in Austria, we have a store called Den's. Like, don't go out to these stores and buy these products because they're not safe to ingest. Our skin is going to eat. Some of them say, aromatically or aromatic use oil only. So you're only allowed to smell them. But most of these oils, all of the oils you can smell and put on your body. And a lot of them you can ingest as well. So these are really top of the line, top quality oils. And this is why we're talking about this brand, period. So just know that you can trust that from me. I'm not coming around talking about stuff because someone decided to pat me on the shoulder and give me a cut. It's not how I work. I'll never be that way. This product is just the best, period. How to sign up. So I put a link here in the chat. I've created a blog posting on step-by-step instructions on how to order products and get 25% off, just like I do, just like Scott does. Next week, we're going to be talking about, so the third Friday of every month, we talk business. So if you are interested in not just only learning about oils, which is what we do the rest of the month, the third Friday of every month, we talk about business, how to build a business using essential oils, how to share these natural solutions and make money, or at least get your oils for free. Okay, so if that's something that you're interested in as well, feel free to join on that third Friday. If you just want to learn about how essential oils work and purchase a few here and there, no problem. There's room for everybody. But just know that that's kind of what our main goal and main aim here is, to educate you guys on natural solutions, give you the best of the best products, the best of the best solutions at the best price. So that's our main goal with it here. But people had asked, how do I order them? Can I buy the ones at the store? Which is the best brand? Well, how does it compare? So we'll put everything in the link down below, and actually I'll start including that in the recap emails as well as the main send outs. So I will put the link here. If you're interested in ordering, I have a blog post step by step. Click here, do this, type this, here's how to do everything. So you'll have everything right at your fingertips when it's time for you to place your order. And if you're just spectating and you just want to learn, good for you, because that was me at a certain point too. I was kind of just spectating and saying, do these work? What is this like? And then I started incorporating them. And I mean, my life has forever been changed because of essential oils. And I will never, ever use anything else, ever. That's it. Scott, anything to add?
I just want to thank you so much for just letting me be here, because you have a way of just lighting up my week. Okay, now normally for you guys, since London is one of my amazing builders that I have on my team, we get to meet on Mondays. It's kind of Monday mentoring. And so we usually get to meet on first thing Monday morning. In fact, for me, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I know for London, it's in the afternoon because she's in Austria. And it really sets up my week. She's completely organized. She knows what she wants. I really just sit back and say, what can I do? What can I do to help? And now getting to meet her not meet her, but to see her at this level is just amazing, because the people you get to help. So it's 99% of the people on my team, when I say team, are people I'm helping get healthy, just like London does. Okay, it's not about you have to build a business. My goal is just to help people get it for free. It's like free healthcare. That's it. So just enjoy yourself. learn what you can and be a better you. That's all it is. So I'm super stoked, London. You're just absolutely phenomenal. We're going to have such a blast at conference. It's not even going to be funny.
Yeah. Well, I have to give some credit to you because Scott was the first person I talked to on the phone when it came to talking about doTERRA essential oils. So any trickle effect I can give into you, please take it because you deserve it. But you guys, next week on Friday, same time, same place, our topic is how to become a builder. So if this is interesting for you, join us. If it's not, no big deal, keep using your essential oils. But if this is something where you want to at least figure out how to get your essential oils for free, so just sharing it with a few people and getting all of the oils that you need for free, that's an amazing opportunity. If you want to supplement your income or even replace your income, which is totally possible, join us here next Friday. Yeah, and I think that's all. So it was great to hang out with you guys. Thank you everybody for joining live. We had a bunch of people on here today. Thanks for posting your distinctions here. I will post the winner in the recap email for a free Slim and Sassy oil. We'll send it directly to you for participating here and leaving, interacting and engaging with us here. So if you like this, you can always respond to my email that I send out to you guys every week. That's a direct connection to my email. So you can always write back, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to hear more of. If you have any specific questions, just let me know. So I do this webinar because it's easy for me to get everybody all together at once, whether it's live or later, and talk about a specific topic. But if you want to dig a little bit deeper, especially if you're interested in building a business, I'm more than happy to talk with you and take time for that there. So thank you, Scott, for joining me. Thank you guys all. I'll see you next week for how to become a builder, and have a great weekend. A happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are here. And for those of you that aren't mothers, give your mother a big hug and have a great weekend. Bye.